Millions of people lost their job, including myself. This was in June of 2020 at the height of the pandemic and everything else going on in the world. At the time, I also had an 8-month pregnant wife at home, as well as a father battling brain cancer. He passed away in January of 2021. So it was a difficult time, not just personally, internally, but also externally with the world events. While I'm collecting unemployment for the meanwhile, I just went outside to mow my own lawn, and I found it to be just a form of therapy. So I was thinking about my late grandfather who passed away just months prior to the pandemic, just from old age. Thankfully, we had a proper burial, whereas hearing about people not even be able to be with their loved ones in hospitals or even have a proper burial, I can only imagine the stress that others were going through. And so I just decided to offer up to neighbors a simple thing such as doing their yard work. I set up a website in an effort for people to get in touch, whether it's through the website, giving a call and leaving a voicemail, or even just a straight email or our social media. I just advertised to like a 5-10 mile radius just to get the word out. My first client, her name was Sue. At the time she's 92 and now she's 94. We're still helping her to this day. She's a 92-year-old that lives about 20 miles away from my residence. She just gave me a chance. I'm not a professional landscaper, so I just literally packed up my home family mower into the back of my family Jeep and drove over. And the family Jeep had all kinds of grass clipping, gasoline smell in it. Her, along with a few others, might have offered tips along the way, but I said, no, thank you. It was just a way to, give back and contribute to something good in the world. I got these handwritten letters from people that might have stumbled across the story that I never even helped this person. They're the next state over in New York State. And this woman that I think she's in her 60s. Her name was Sloan, and she wrote me a letter. She once saw the story about me mowing the lawn for others in need. She found some hope and inspiration in it and had a quote that said, "Be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people." And she ended it with, "You are that reason, sir." And that was at a time where really affected me. I was crying because August of 2020, and I'm still fresh off the job layoff and really just keeping myself busy helping others. I'm realizing this is bigger than just myself now. We're reaching people that are simply just looking for some uplifting news. Within a matter of months, from something just myself keeping busy, it became almost like a brand. And I'm starting to get phone calls and voicemails from people all across the USA and other countries, saying this is awesome, people that wanting to volunteer, people wanting to donate, people looking for help. And then I'm realizing we're onto something. There's this platform to connect people looking for help and people that want to help. And so that's when I Want to Mow Your Lawn was born. We created a GoFundMe to effectively establish as a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization. So it's an official registered charity now.
Thank you.
What started with just elderly, now it's just it branched into pretty much anyone else in need, anyone that's under-resourced, might have served in the military, and thanking them for their service, disabled, anyone that's just not able to do it, people that are in hospice care and grieving. We try to prioritize those that reach out to us that are low to moderate household income. It's just a good feeling knowing that you're providing some form of relief to people, that one less thing for them to worry about in terms of taking care of the property and not receiving fines, and just feeling good and enabling their independence so they can just focus on other areas of life and not have to worry about it, and giving them some relief, not just financially, but also mentally. I Want to Mow Your Lawn for myself is just a passion project. I don't make any money out of it. It's all kinds of stories that we've been able to create. And now we have a website, and we have over 300 volunteers registered across 42 states. I'm just grateful that we've even had this opportunity to kind of spread the word and put my creativity to use in some degree, even though it's not a money maker. I'm thankful to have a happy 2-year-old at home that hopefully one day he can look back and see some of the things I've done and be proud of his dad. I'm thankful for my wife being supportive of me continue doing this, even though it's not really making any money for the family, because I think she sees the bigger picture. She first thought I was crazy for doing it, but now that she saw client feedback and the people that were helping, she understands now. Even thankful for being laid off. I wasn't happy about it then, but it opened up doors and had me see things in a different light. I want to quote my late father around November of 2018. The doctors only gave him 15 months to live. And so he pushed through and he was able to meet his first grandchild and see my nonprofit bloom, which was a miracle in itself. And I just wanted to quote him. I found like an old email from him and he said, "It pays to never off yourself. Stick around for the miracle."